to kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the London Black Knights. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
22, jet cover. 22, jet.
From the 31, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Right there. 54 miles.
Good track.
On first down, it's Bates. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You got nothing to rest. You got nothing. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, baby. He's crashing.
They start the drive with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 24. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shift.
Throwing on second down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We got three. We got three. We got hey.
Brings up third down.
91 is the mic. Here we go. Off. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Get up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this throw will be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Shift. 91 is the mic. Oh, you got deep? Check 91. 91. Mike 91. I got it. 91 is the mic.
To throw from his end zone, Newton. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings, Jr. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Gary Jennings, 98 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On third down, it's Bates, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on first down. Bates. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Stop your whining.
Here's Newton. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check safety, check safety. 91 is the mic. Let's go, defense.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Newton on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Jump. Jumper.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And some space here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go with Brown. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
91 is the mic. What's the run? They're running it. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Okay. Zoom, zoom. Wrong football. Switch gears. Switch gears.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike, that's fine. Don't get hang with us. 91 is the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. I'm coming. 91 is the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton got some room at the 30. It's caught by Jennings. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey! Hold. 91 is the mic. Let's go, D. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Okay, double up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You know coming.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. That's it. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mic 91.
Yes, yes.
91 is the mic.
I don't think you got it, son.
Check
That's
91 is the mic.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the ground, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. Cook able to escape. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 73 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Check out,
The shotgun snap for Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
At the 18-yard line.
Motion. 91 is the mic.
I'm going to come back. 64. Wait. Check. Safe.
Back to throw, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mic 91.
Let him know. Let him know.
10th carry in the game for Cook. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And then he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Who that? Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Go. Go, go. Is that yours? Who's that? Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill. 36, 36.
Again, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Mike 91. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check 50, check 50.
Check 3, check 3.
Bang, bang, bang.
66, pull it, high. Hey.
91, 91. Mike 91.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Shift, shift.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Check. Go, go. Over.
Check down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking deep for Jennings. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Gary Jennings, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And he will have a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Touch the outlaw. Push him back. Push him back. Motion. Reset.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Benson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.